Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Willis. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. On first down, Brady. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Willis on third down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. Being chased out left. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
3rd down, it's Willis. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Come on. Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
Hawk 70.
Again, it's Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action with Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Henry up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mustang 19.
On 2nd and 12, Willis caught by Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Off tackle left with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 19 Riot.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Brady to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Pierce on the counter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Throwing now is Brady. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He finds Austin complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 22, Brady. Mechie has it on the slant. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Let everyone crash into ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Completes it to Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Pierce now up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down, shot. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. He's got Watkins on the out route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready?
Willis will look to throw it. He gets this one to Burks. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
Check mash.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Henry again on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In motion left is Watkins. Back to throw, Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The handoff, running left, Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And the slot man goes in motion left. To try again after the sack. Brady. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This offense so far on 3rd down A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Give to Pierce. And he's got Rome. 99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another carry for Pierce. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Brady. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, goal 66.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Pierce. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Brady. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Okay, ready?
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The give to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Willis. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Willis. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. First and 10, it's Pierce. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it.